Welcome everybody. We're playing When Nine Lights Rise, a homebrew campaign run by Amber here every other Tuesday. If you like our channel, if you enjoy watching us play D&D, click the follow button. If you need links to any of our social media, Discord, YouTube, anything like that, check down below. It's got Azrael's TikTok, my Twitch. Also, I want to shout out because he's normally very shy about it, but Danneskjold, also known as Tobias, or this other character, the one that I'm dealing with.
Nicomund?
Nicomund.
Nicomund.
Yeah, he makes knives. Check out his knife channel. You can find the link on our on all of our YouTube videos.
Remember, don't give them to Kender or kids.
Yes, that's right. Also, specifically for this game, I do want to share that we are playtesting the Gunner class. Magnus is from the Zaman's Guide to the End of Time. I'm going to throw that link in chat. Check it out. It's kind of like a gunslinger, but done a little different. It's supposed to be a little better. Magnus will be playing that for this campaign. So if you're curious, hey, where's he getting those rules from? Check out the link in chat. And it'll also be on the YouTube video in the description. Amber, do you do your own recaps, or do you want players doing them for this game?
So if someone wants to do the recap, then you can have inspiration. Otherwise, I can do a recap.
I don't mind doing it. Well, let's do a little recap of last session. We started off walking towards this tent that we found in the woods. Pippin, with his bullseye lantern, discovered the tent was abandoned. And Wimble decided to cast Thaumaturgy and reveal our presence to the entire world and all the different wild creatures in it that came to attack us. We killed a bunch of them, skinned a bear, took a lot of its clothes and its claws. Wimble, I think, was it Wimble and Sev were both under compulsions at some point?
Yes.
Travel westward?
Yeah.
I was
Wimble and Magnus.
Wimble and Magnus, that's right. Sev discovered a parchment in the fire pit of the tent. And we decided to just settle in for the night and hope some of that compulsion would go away. It didn't for one person, but it did for the others. Let's see. And then we did some more traveling. Westward, we decided to follow that compulsion all the way to Starfall Crossing, a little village that had too many fish, according to our fire. Apparently in the area, it was extra magical, and they were catching too many fish, which was a thing. So we decided to explore around where we learned the cultists or people that we were tracking had passed through. And as we were checking out where they did their little ritual, somebody decided to look into the water, and a giant frog came out and tried to eat them. Wimble.
I got eaten by an alligator, not a frog.
You got attacked by the frog. It just was faster. They saw the alligator. The light shone on the alligator's eyes, but the frog was faster.
I'm still blaming Wimble for that. So there was an alligator, there was a frog, and there were a lot of fucking piranhas, which got a lucky hit in on our fire, who would have almost died, and Wimble, who faced death a couple times as well. But we managed to survive that, and Pippin gifted Wimble a fish earring as a reward for his survival, and that's where we ended.
Yeah, pretty good. Couple of things that your character didn't really care about. One of which your character wouldn't have known, so that's fine. Pippin, on your journey from the camp to Starfall crossing, you came across a merchant caravan, and Pippin may have lifted something that is now in his
Handled.
bag. It fell into his bag. And the other thing, when you guys were talking, you were talking to he was a young fisherman. I don't know if you guys asked his name or not. I don't think you did. But you were talking to a teenage fisherman who is the one that was telling you about all of these, like, he calls them blessings. And he said that Margaret is the person that owns the trading building, like the trading post, and that she would know more about everything that went on, and that his mama is super happy about the blessings. And there's an inn. But yeah, basically where we pick back up is you guys have just defeated these alligators, giant frog, piranha. You're catching your breath. I think Arfire and Wimble went down at one point. So you are quite exhausted.
I did use 2 spell slots and healed them both up.
Yes. Also, before last moment of admin keeping, we are going to roll our hit points for our level up, because we did level up to level 2. So if we want to go, let's see, Arfire, did you want to roll yours first? I'll just go down the line of names.
Yep. It's a D10, so let's go. Oh, okay, that's a 2.
2 plus your Constitution modifier, which I might. Can you do that yourself?
It's a 16, so it's a +4, I think. Yeah, I can. A +3, so 5.
Can you use your inspiration to re-roll that?
I would allow it. I would allow it if you want to. If you wanna burn your inspiration,
I do.
yeah,
I do.
you can. Now I
Much
will.
better.
Okay, that's yep. Magnus, if you want to roll yours, you may re-roll the 1.
Oh, come on!
We're off to an amazing start.
Can't re-roll the next one.
I will allow you to re-roll one more 1. Okay.
Alright, to a whopping 3.
It's better than nothing. Better than 1.
It's better than a 1.
Pippin, if you want to roll your.
Go team.
Ooh, 6. Nice. And then Sev.
All right, fingers crossed.
5. Nice. And Wimble.
Wimble. What's mine? D8? D8. Oh, wait. It's D10.
You may re-roll your 1.
Come on. Hey!
Hey!
Rolling the
Ooh,
max.
nice.
Nice!
Who needs me to update their character sheet?
I got mine.
You got yours?
Wait, did I roll it right?
Sorry?
Did you roll the right dice?
I don't think. What is my hit dice? A D8 or a D6?
Well,
Hit dice. Let me check.
that's.
It's a D6 per sorcerer level.
Oops,
Did you roll the wrong thing?
man, I did.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We learn.
You mean to roll a D6 real fast?
Yep.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
No, you're good.
You may re-roll the 1. Let's get all the low rolls out of the way now.
Hey,
There
5.
you
Hey.
go. Right. Does anybody need me to update their character sheet?
Can you... Can you do mine because I don't know if my new spell's imported?
I'm
Okay, did
updating
you-
it, it's not taking.
Okay. Did you update your character sheet on D&D Beyond, Wimble?
Yes.
Okay.
Same here.
Same
Okay.
here.
Okie dokie. And for anybody that's interested, Magnus is getting completely done in Foundry because it isn't obviously on D&D Beyond. Because it's not for sale yet. Hopefully
Yeah.
they'll put it on D&D Beyond. That would be fantastic, and I would totally buy it.
I think it will
Oh,
be
did I?
eventually, like how their previous book, Heliana's just hit D&D Beyond, so I just don't know
Yeah.
about how long it might to actually
Can
hit.
you stop? God, got a cat right up my head. Are you supposed
Hi,
to be at
kitty.
22, Wimble? Did I already do yours?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And then hers I need to do. Fire. We won't do that. Do that. Alright. While I finish this, you guys are currently in the process of taking your deep breaths. I'm just gonna roll to see if what happened to Finn. Because I don't know if he is still there.
Was that what his name is? I was like, who's Finn?
His name is Finn. I didn't actually tell you because you guys didn't
We
Yeah, I don't
You
think
didn't
we ever
ask.
really asked about him. You're not
he
important.
when you guys catch your breath, he is no longer there. He has run away. I will switch maps though. Oh, we don't need that map. That's the battle map. This one.
I do apologize. I don't know how to update the HP on Foundry, but I did update it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I imported you from D&D Beyond. Or I will import it if I was too
Oh.
early.
When
Okay.
you level up, is it supposed to reset your spell slots and all that?
So, technically no, but I forgot about that when I was importing, so it's fine. You guys are gonna get a long rest anyway. It's not the end of the world. You're in a town. The
Okay.
critters that were attacking you are no longer attacking you. And yeah, you are now currently free and clear to do whatever you so choose, and it is dark out.
Mhm.
Well, y'all,
would
do
you
you
like to
think
do?
we should go and find somewhere to bed down for the night?
I think so. Yeah, that was weird. That was quite an ordeal, honestly.
I've had just about enough of random creatures trying to kill me. For one day.
Yeah, I could
Oh
use
no, I think I can go another round.
a drink myself.
You're welcome to take on the piranhas. This time.
So
There's supposed to be an inn or something here, right?
there's a small little inn, and I will apologize ahead of the time. I had to get a new computer, so some things are not where they're supposed to be.
Apologize for nothing. As the dungeon master, you have done no wrong ever.
Well, I don't know about that.
Embrace it.
I'll take the blame this time. My bad, everybody.
Alright. So, apparently I don't have a name for the inn. What the fuck, man? It is the Prancing Pony. It is a tiny little inn. this village isn't super big. Like, it's basically just a small little fishing village surrounding this trading post that protects and deals with the bridge. I know I have the NPC for this. Where the fuck did she go?
She's taking a little quick break, a little snack break behind the counter.
Yeah. Yeah, her name is frickin' Fat Cat, who is pushing on my head.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, so... Oh, I must have done it for the other place. Yeah, so it's a cute little inn, very basic. At the counter, like, we're probably looking at around, like, just after dusk, so like 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. And so there are some villagers that are there having dinner, a couple that are just hanging around, one at the fire, and then there's a small little bar with a human woman standing behind. She's a little on the older side, probably around 40 to 50, in and around there. Starting to go gray, not quite all gray, but starting to go gray, and she's just wiping down the bar. And she looks up to you and goes, "Oh, well, you guys seem to have had some fun. Do you need a towel? Some of you look a little wet."
You know, that's mighty kind of you. I would appreciate a towel.
Right. Stella, come grab these young people towels. And this, like, she's probably 10, 15, like 10, 12, comes trotting out, little red pigtails, comes out with some towels. She goes, "Here you go. Here's some towels."
I'll start with my beard. Make sure that's all good, and then dry off the rest.
And Stella just kind of like toddles off. There are no other servers. It's just the lady behind the bar, Stella, and then there's the various people around the inn. There's probably only like a group of 3, and then 2 groups of, like, one group of 2 and one group of, not a group of 1 person. So 5, 6 altogether.
Now, so there's 2 ladies, the one behind the bar and then Stella, and Stella's the server.
Stella, yeah, she's like 12.
Gotcha. So I'll go up to the lady behind the bar. And,
Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
now, it's been a long day for me, but it just got a little bit better seeing you behind that bar. And my friends and I were wondering what the accommodations are like in this here tavern.
Well, I have some rooms. Well, I say still, but we have some rooms. I have 3 rooms. They're decent, clean. I can promise you, clean.
And how much do the rooms go for here?
Man, I really should have that on lock.
We're using D&D Beyond to track gold for this
I always
campaign.
just fucking randomly come up with a number, I promise.
Yeah. Oh, here. I'm actually just gonna go to the page because I have it bookmarked, apparently. Helps if it's not hidden. 5 silver pieces a room. Then it would
Now,
be another 2 silver for if you want dinner.
there's taking a look, does she have like a wedding ring or anything on her finger?
She does.
You don't by chance happen to be a follower of Miravel, do you?
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope. I am innkeeper. I I run the bar. I run the inn.
If you don't mind, just, Mirabelle loves innkeepers. It's all about freedom and expression and enjoying the merriment of life and each other's company. And if you have a little time tonight, I'd like to share with you some of that.
Well, I've met some people like you, and they come through here quite regularly, and I am not interested.
Well, that is unfortunate, but I do understand. I guess we will take the 3 rooms then.
Mighty fine doing business with you, young man.
Arfire is visibly sniggering in the corner.
You
Yeah,
can't-
she's got a little snark to her. Nothing like she just knows how to handle people of your religious beliefs.
I will. Now, do you have any ale or mead or wine?
Yeah, we have various kinds of ale, wine. Is there anything in particular you were looking for?
Something cheap.
I can do a bottle of wine for 2 silver, or I could do a mug of ale for 1 silver.
I'll take a bottle of wine.
Sure. She goes behind the bar. Well, she's already behind the bar, but she goes off a little ways, looks through her selection, grabs something, brings it back over, and says, "This is the one that is not too expensive. There you go.
Thank you. And I'll
You're welcome."
head back to the table and just let everybody know that I've paid for your accommodations tonight, but there's only 3 rooms. So, who wants to share a room?
Well,
How many
surely
beds
I
are
will
in-
share a room with Sev. The 2. You can hang out with
Don't
our,
even think
our
about
good
it.
our good friend Magnus. I'm sure he'll want to hear all about Mirabelle.
Now, Magnus, I've never been with a hippo person before, but you are amenable to that. I would love to experience what that is like.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I apologize, but I usually swing for the other persuasion.
Let me just say,
Uh,
if you're only casting a net for half the fish, you are missing out on half the fun.
I've been shot plenty of times. I do not need to look for other types of penetration.
That is unfortunate, but I do understand.
That's a hell of a way to put it.
At this point, the little girl comes over with a tray loaded down with soup and bread, and she looks at you and goes, here? Penetration is not a good thing.
He's talking about his stab wound. Thank you for the food.
Oh, also
Don't
not a
hurt
good
knives.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You are
my
right.
daddy
little
taught me
lady.
that.
It's okay.
My daddy taught me
Um,
that. It didn't stick very well.
Pippin is going to wave at the little girl and go, "Hey, have a gift for you!" And he's going to dig in his pouches and he's going to pull out a dagger and a bell and he's going to hand them both out and go, "Which one would you like?"
Pippin, maybe just the bell. The other one, that's, you don't want to be giving other people's kids weapons.
Are you kidding?
No,
Yeah, Daddy. When Daddy comes back, he would not be very happy if I had a dagger.
So you're
I-
going to pick the bell.
I would love the bell. I'm not going to say that out loud. Nope. I will
Here
have
you go.
fun with it.
Make
And
sure
then
you ring it all the time.
That was my plan. And all you hear is ding, 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 as she starts running around the inn, and the innkeeper's like, fuck, what did I call her, Stella?
No, that's the girl. Stella's
That's
the...
what I mean.
Oh,
yeah, Stella. All you hear is, Stella! Don't do that! Room. She, like, runs around, ignores her mother.
Pippin leans back and goes, I love the sound of new bards in the making.
That is one way to put it.
They get started young, huh?
We're used to shacking up. I'll sleep on the floor in the room. You can have the bed.
Why? Is that the hippo offered? Ugh.
No, the hippo was not amenable to my terms, so the usual accommodations.
I'm quite sizable, and for 2 people to fit on a bed with me in it, there has to be certain accommodations.
If you snore, I'm kicking you in your sleep.
I will just start drinking straight out of the bottle of wine to get ready for
Oh,
bed.
so you're not even sharing that?
No, this is for me. This is personal use.
Alright
I'm
then.
gonna try and sneak some of that. Fuck that.
Sleight of hand.
Hell yeah.
And Wimble, I would do like a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw?
It's,
Yeah, sure.
big 11.
I mean, you could do acrobatics, but I think it's more of a saving throw. She just like deftly.
Glug, glug, glug.
Yeah.
Ugh, cheap stuff.
Yeah, I'm running light in the
It's-
coin. I was hoping that bottle would just be for me.
I only took a taste.
Get your own.
If everybody wants to roll perception checks.
Yay, I'm so good at that.
Currently, I'm still decent at those.
Nope.
Theoretically. Okay.
Apparently, I am not rolling well today.
It's better
Apparently
than a
neither
3 on
is
your
Sev.
AP.
Sev is Oh, yeah, Sev is not very perceptive. Apparently, he seems to always be like his head tilted to the side a little bit, just listening to something.
Yeah, and like every once in a while you hear like whispers of something's not right. And then you'll get, oh, but that bell is beautiful. And then you get, that person is looking at me strangely. Or is that shadow actually moving? And it just keeps going and going, and the farther along it gets, you
The
might
more and
get
more
a
anxious
little.
he becomes.
Yep. Arfire, you're just like, keeping an eye on to see if Wimble is gonna come and grab this ale from you or wine again from you. But you don't really notice much of anything else. Pippin.
Mm-hmm.
The group of 3. It's 2 women and a man, and they seem to be kind of apathetic, where they're just like, they're having their meal. There's not really much going on. They're just kind of nice and relaxed. It's a little bit odd how like they're not really talking much. They'll say like an odd thing about, yeah, the fish were kept biting today, or oh, my net that broke yesterday, it was not broken today, and I didn't touch it. It was really nice. And it's just kind of stuff like that. Magnus. Wait, where did Wimble roll? Yeah, Wimble, you kind of pick up on that as well. The same kind of, every once in a while you hear about the fish, or, a bucket that sprung a leak a few days ago now is fixed and nobody touched it. Magnus, you notice in the corner where it's just that one person, they are looking at your group with suspicion and disdain. Like, they're just looking at you like, who are these people? Why are they here? They need to just move along. And that would be that's an old man, like 80s, 90s, old man.
I'll just keep an eye on him as we sit there and eat. But I'm not going to overtly do anything about it per se.
Okay.
But I'll just make sure that he doesn't try to make some trouble. Or if he does, that I at least know about it first.
Yeah, with a 22, I mean, he's old and scrawny and scraggly, so he's not really looking to cause trouble, but he is by himself, and he looks at you very suspicious and like, who do these people think they are? Type of thing. How dare they? But yeah. Other than that, the night passes peacefully. The old man is eating his meal. Eventually he gets up, if nobody says anything, he gets up and has a walking cane, and he like totters out, hunched over, really frail. And as he passes you, he goes, "We don't need any more people. Get the fuck out of our place. Stupid people."
Something bothering you?
People come and then everything changes, and you just need to leave.
What?
Nobody needs to be here. Just go away.
What changed recently that soured your attitude, friend?
Why do
I'm
people
just-
need to come and change things?
What did they change?
Well, you can't do honest work if things are just jumping on the hook. That's not a day's work. How are the carpenters supposed to make money if the buckets themselves?
That is a good question, friend. Would you like us to look into it?
Well, I mean, you would do that? Why would you do that? You're just random people.
Yeah, it seems like somebody pissed in your wine, and I don't like that attitude, and I'd like to do something to change it.
Huh. Well, that's different. I mean, the last time people came through saying that they were going to do some good, then people left, and then the buckets were fixing themselves. And then my granddaughter just left, and her father can't make a living anymore because he can't fix the buckets.
And what was your granddaughter's name? Did she leave with the priests of the light?
She did. Her name's Martha.
Martha. Well, we are looking for some other people that left after them despicable types came through, and maybe we'll keep an eye out for your granddaughter as well.
That would be appreciated.
What was your name?
Old Man Scotty?
Old Man Scotty. That is an amazing name. First name Old, middle name Man.
But look here, son. You don't need to get cheeky. You know what I'm saying. The name's Scotty, but everybody calls me Old Man Scotty.
Got it. Sorry.
It's all right, Mr. Man. It's all right.
He like takes his cane and whaps you across the back of the head. It's Old Man Scotty, or it's Gramps. I'm not old man. I'm not man. It's Old Man Scotty.
Now, is Scotty human?
Uh,
Old man Scotty, I've been around a lot longer than you. Think you should, respect the people that have been around just as long, if not longer.
he points his stick at you and says, age, for your kind, does not mean you have wisdom. When you don't have a short expiration date, he shakes his cane at you, means you live your life like nothing bad is gonna happen and you coast along for years. I had a friend. His name was Wilson. He was a gnome. Gnome? Yeah,
No,
gnomes
yeah.
live long, right?
Yeah.
He was a gnome, and he just coasted through life, and he didn't get any more wise just because he was older than me. So, fuck you.
Well, Mr. Man, you have to understand, he nearly died to an alligator the other night. Well,
Whacks you across the head again. It's Old Man Scotty. It's not Mr. Man.
sorry, Mr.
And he continues to hold his cane out. Dan's perfectly fine without the cane, but he just waves it at you.
Old man shaking a stick.
Exactly, yeah. Old Man Scotty.
It's happened. We've turned into things to shake a stick at.
I love this guy.
Say Gramps.
I just made
Do you
the
remember-
best known NPC
Character
for
ever.
Run Ever.
I
Old Man
love him.
Scotty. Gramps is acceptable, young lady. I appreciate that.
Do you remember anything else about those clergy that came through?
There was an elf
Their
dude.
names. Elf dude?
Yeah, he was a stuck-up snob. Well, actually, technically, he wasn't a stuck-up snob. I just wanted him to be because he came in all hoity-toity. His
What did he
name,
do
I
to
do
you
have his
exactly?
name somewhere. I did make his name.
I'm gonna very pointedly look at Wimbo like, this is how you talk to old men to see how much information I'm getting.
So his name, the elf, his name is Calendor Brightwood. He's a high elf. Very hoity-toity.
I'll get
But
it.
did not actually act hoity-toity. He just looked it.
Looks can be an indicator. What did he do about town exactly?
Talked to all the people, all the young folks. Said that a new light is gonna dawn over the horizon, and he's gonna make all of our dreams come true. And then all we had to do was do this ritual, and then we would have benefits, blessings. And then people went with him because they wanted different things.
Sounds like a standard scam to me.
Yeah, my Martha, she wanted adventure. So she was gonna go and get adventure. Something about a new religion. I don't know. I stopped listening because we don't need no blessings in this place. We don't want to lose the jobs. Basically, we don't want to lose our jobs to the animatronics.
Mm-hmm. AI is
Thank
gonna
you,
take over
Graham.
the world.
You know, they come
We
on
have
in
not letting
here
it
and
happen
they
here.
And they give their blessings.
Them
we're
there finicky robotics.
So he will give you a brief description of him. He's a tall, fair-skinned high elf that carries himself with grace and confidence. He says he's hoity-toity, but he's got long, meticulously braided hair, like silver hair, and brilliant blue eyes. And he wears high-end traveler's clothes traveler's robes that are twilight blue, edged in silver, that are over top of simple clergy outfit. And in the center, on a like a pendant, is a sun, like a starburst sun with 9 stars around it. I did make a picture. It's not on this computer yet. I have, yeah. But it's a
stars.
beautiful. So no, it's a sun, and then 8 stars around it.
8 stars.
9?
Okay.
Or 8 stars.
8.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. You said 9 first.
Well, the sun
did
is
I?
a star.
True.
Now, I much more prefer clergy of the type that wear the signs at night, like moons and stars, and more twilight, less light. How do you feel about that, Gramps?
Sorry, say that all again.
I much more prefer the clergy, the folk that associate themselves more with nighttime and dreams and freedom and passion. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I am definitely passionate, so that's good.
Have you ever gone to the temple in Somnasia?
Well, son, there are more than one temple, so you'd have to be a little bit more specific. I have been to Somnasia. It has been a number of years, but I have been there.
Oh, I don't know if you gave me a name for it.
Oh, it would just be the Temple of
the
Mirror.
Temple of Mirabelle. You ever been?
Oh, in my youth, it was a lot of fun. Yep.
Well,
Great parties.
oh, of course. Been to quite a few of them myself. Now, if you ever back that way, tell him old Wimble says hello.
Well, son, I don't know if I'll get back there. I'm probably going to be dead before then.
Yes.
But if I do, maybe I'll end up leaving this little Podomkin village that's no longer has jobs to go seek my fortune.
It's a great place. I could offer you a few bars that maybe you could spend your time serving and drinking in and enjoying your retirement.
Well, retirement, yes. Serving, not so much. These bones, and he over exaggerates his hunch, can't handle serving anymore.
Yeah. Maybe you should head over there for the next festival.
I'll think about it. He pats you on the shoulder. See, you're learning wisdom. It has only taken me 5 minutes.
You are a wonder. Arthur, can I have my wine back, please?
Yeah, he over exaggeratedly toddles off out of the inn, heads home.
As he leaves the door, Pippin's gonna yell, "Goodbye, Mr. Man!"
Stella, go and knock that boy upside the head. And then little Stella comes running out. Yes, old man Scotty! Smacks you upside the head.
I gave you a bell?
Glad
You're not supposed to upset old man Scotty. He's the village elder.
Fair enough.
She runs away, shaking her bell. Anything else you guys want to do before you head to bed?
I want to finish my bottle of wine.
You may finish your bottle of wine, yep. But if there's nothing else specific, the other patrons eventually leave the inn. And yeah, throughout this whole thing, Sev, you just have these intrusive thoughts. The shadows, the longer the night goes, the deeper they get, the more they move. And you swear you saw a flash of brilliant blue, but when you look, it's gone.
I'm just really quiet, doing. He turns in early.
Everyone can take a long rest.
An inspiration.
Yes. And the human gets the inspiration.
The inspiration.
So the next day, nothing untoward happens overnight. For those of you that are used to living in a city, it's eerily quiet. Even those that have spent a lot of time traveling, you don't get the same wildlife sounds that you would normally get, like, birds and stuff are pretty silent. And the day wakes just peaceful.
Our fire's gonna be up early, polishing her, oiling her whip, and taking care of her sword. I don't like this place.
I am passed out near our fire on the floor, holding an empty bottle of wine and snoring really loud.
I drop the duvet or what's left of it over him, and I leave the room to see about breakfast.
Sure.
Pippin gets up early, and in the common room of the inn, he's standing on one of the tables with his tambourine, doing his morning stretch / dance.
Oh, what? When you say you wake up early, how early is early that you start this wake up dance?
As soon as the sun shows up, Pippin usually gets up and he is on a table, just with his tambourine. He's not like super loud because then he'll get yelled at and then he'll have to start all over again.
Okay. Roll a performance. See how well you can manage to not be super loud. Do you get over exuberant? You want high to be quiet.
Got it.
Because then you can control your song and dance.
I am particularly good at this. Oh. Almost got it.
Yep. I mean, 16's enough that, you hear a couple of little grumbles, but nothing too, nobody is, overly unhappy. So you think you managed to keep it quiet enough that you can just vibe? Nobody comes to bitch at you. And Arfire, you come down to this nice little routine.
Ugh.
And this is the second night, third or fourth night you guys have been together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I take one
I
look at
think
the
it's-
dancing Ender. I look behind the counter and see if the lady has breakfast.
What time is it light out when you come?
It is just after dawn.
Yeah,
This
so
place
you
creeps me out.
you smell some cooking in the kitchen. There's nobody out by the bar. But you do smell some probably fried fish, eggs, toast, bread and stuff. You can smell it smells pretty good.
I'm gonna turn to Pippin. Call me when the food's done. I'm gonna sit outside because I refuse to sit next to the jingly bar at 6 in the morning.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
I think Sev, as soon as he wakes up, which is probably pretty early too, he's gonna go find one of these self-repairing buckets to test it out.
Sure. Yeah, there's just a couple of doors down at one of the do not throw up on my couch. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Dog. couple of doors down where one of the fishermen houses are, there's a string of fish hung out that are just kind of hanging to dry, and there's a bucket that is full of fish, and then there is another bucket that has water in it, and there's one that is empty. Not dirty, just empty.
Is there anyone near it?
Roll a perception check.
That's gonna go well.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. You don't see anybody.
I would like to do an Arcana check on it, just see if it's infused with any kind of magic. To see maybe there's some kind of permanent mending spell on it.
Okay.
Because he's very interested if this can actually repair itself. So he's going to. Is this kind of the buckets that are like strips of wood that are just bound together?
Yeah. This one is, yeah. The one with the water is sealed with tar or something.
Oh.
So that it's waterproof.
The empty one, he will try. I got a knife. I'm just gonna cut one of the slits. Because he sits down. He wants to watch this thing repair itself.
Sure. Okay, so first things first. You don't sense any magic in the bucket. With a 15, you can sense that there is some sort of magic in the village, but you're not exactly sure what it is. It has that same kind of scent as what you've been following. But other than that, there's not really anything else magically wise. You stab the bucket. Gives an obvious break in the bucket, and you watch it, and you watch it, and nothing seems to happen.
Oh no, the old man is full.
Now what do you do after you find that the bucket does not repair itself?
Oh, is anyone around?
Not well. How long did you wait?
He was pretty interested, so he probably sat there for a good while just to make sure it didn't fix itself.
Yeah, so I mean, if you sit there for a while, then the village starts to kind of wake up, and Finn is toddling off to, which you never did get his name, but his name is Finn. The teenager toddles off to go do some more fishing, and he looks at you, looking at the bucket, looks at the bucket, and goes, sorry, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, don't know. That old man Scott, he said your buckets fix themselves.
Well, yeah. It's one of the blessings. Blessings of the
how
dawn.
does it
Well, you need to
resets?
stop looking at it.
It only fixes itself when you're not watching.
Yeah. It wouldn't
there
be
any
a
way
blessing if you saw it.
We can agree to disagree with that one.
Mama
Seb's gonna
says it's not a blessing if you can see it. You gotta go on faith.
Cons also work that way.
Oh, this isn't a con. If it was a con, we wouldn't be getting the fish.
Unless something's throwing it at you.
Well, I don't know. There was nothing here and it's fixed. And while you were having this conversation with him and took your eyes off the bucket, when you look back, it's no longer broken.
Huh. Is there any way Sev can look around and see if maybe if there's unseen servants run around this village?
I mean, you've already done a perception check, and an Arcana check. How would you try and see that?
That's a really good question.
Because they're invisible, if they
Yeah.
are.
He heads back to the tavern. Stumped.
Okay. Well, goodbye then. And then he.
Oh crap! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at conversation. I'm so sorry. I'm not used to actually dealing with people.
Clearly.
Yeah. So when you're fishing, the fish like they just you catch them, or they literally just jump on shore.
No, I catch them. It's like they look at it and they pop themselves on the thing, and then I take them out, and then I put it in, and it instantly another one on my hook, and then another one, and then another one. As long as I throw it in, I get a fish.
And I'm assuming this is only if you don't look.
No, I mean this one I don't have to stop looking at this one. I mean I can't see under the water all the time,
True.
so I suppose.
True.
You can
wanna have
come
a
and
walk?
see if you want.
So, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Actually, I would think
Sure.
I've never been fishing, so
Sure. Well, you two toddle off to the to the river. Magnus, what are you doing?
I'd get up and go over my armor and everything and make sure that it's all cleaned up and everything from taking a swim. And then I'd probably head downstairs and go get myself a nice big old breakfast.
Sure. About what time would you come? Like, down like dusk or dusk, dawn, hour after.
I'd say around dawn, maybe just a little bit before, just from his habits from being in his old mercenary company, just being up early.
Sure. So when you come down, you see Pippin having his little morning routine dance. You smell the really good scents of breakfast. Sev is not to be found. Our fire is not to be found because she's currently standing outside, and Wimble is not to be found. You only see Pippin. And probably about 10 minutes after you come down and our fire's left, the bar, like the innkeeper, comes out and goes, "Oh, well, folks, I have breakfast for anybody that is interested. It's baked fish, fresh bread, with some fish butter.
Fish butter?
It's made out of like you get it from the inside. You don't really want to know. It's really good though."
Well, I'll go ahead and take some of what you got.
Yep. So she comes over with the like. She looks at you, looks down at her thing, and goes, "For you, I think I'd need like a gold piece to be able to feed you. For the rest of you, 5 silver. This is like premium stuff."
That's fine. I'm used to paying for double portions.
Perfect. She comes over, plates, and it's a beautiful spread. Like she plates it really nice. There's the fish on some like river vegetable, like river greens. Plated up real nice. Smells gorgeous. There's fresh butter bread with. It's like the butter is not does not look like butter. It looks a little bit on the gray side. And it's soaked into the bread. Like it's thick cut bread, soaked into the bread a little bit. You are welcome to try or not try. It's up to you.
I mean, if it's already on the bread, then Magnus will just eat it.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly really good.
After Pippin is done dancing, he goes outside and waits for our fire. And he goes, "Our fire, breakfast is ready."
I'll get up from where I've been meditating.
By the way, can you pay for me?
What happened to your money?
Hmm?
What happened to your money?
Well, you see, I really like playing 3 Dragon Ante.
Right. Where did Sev go?
Uh,
Where did he leave?
he left. I was dancing. Couldn't ask, or I'd have to start all over again. You know how it is.
I really don't. Okay. How much for breakfast?
5 silver, unless you're like the hippo and want to pay a gold for 2.
I'll put 5 silver on the table.
Thanks for the follow, next sale.
Yes,
Hey,
thank you.
thank you.
You only put Arfire, you only put 5 silver. That's only enough for
I
one
thought-
person.
5 silver per person or for all of us?
Per person.
I put another 5 silver on the table.
Yep. Same thing, brings you out a beautiful spread, other than the spread on the bread is a little on the gray side and soaked in. But it tastes very good.
I've had worse.
If you're not going to
Probably,
eat the bread,
yeah.
then I can certainly take it off your hands.
Hands off my food.
Yeah, it
I'm a
is
growing woman.
surprisingly really good. It has a little bit more salty flavor to it than typical butter because fish. Yeah. Wimble, are you ever going to wake up?
Yeah, probably like 2 hours after sunrise. I'm just gonna like waddle my way downstairs, clearly hungover. Oh.
If we're waiting that long for him to get down after I finish eating, I would start habitually cleaning my gun.
Ooh, thank you, quest accepted for the raid. Hello, raiders.
Hey,
I
welcome
quest
in.
accepted, Raiders.
Hello. Yeah, sorry, Magnus, you were saying what about
I would just start habitually cleaning my gun for the day. Cleaning it in the morning, taking out my tinker's tools and just breaking it down, cleaning everything thoroughly, and then putting it back together again.
Perfect. Well, while Wimble makes his very slow way down, Sev, you and Finn make it to the water, and he takes his fishing rod, which is just a stick with rope and a little hook on it, and he goes, "See, watch," and he chucks the hook in, and basically as soon as it hits the water, a fish chomps down on it, and he pulls it out, puts the fish in a bucket, throws it in, chomp, puts the fish in a bucket, and he just keeps doing it. See? Blessing.
That's not natural.
Well, obviously it's not natural. It's a blessing of the new religion. Blessing of the dawn.
Yeah, but won't you eventually run out of fish?
Well, I don't know. We haven't yet.
What do you do with all the extra fish?
Well, that's not my job. Mama says she'll have to package them up and send them somewhere else. The hope is that when people come from different areas, they want to take them when they travel. Because they keep real good, right? They don't go bad.
Hmm. Can I see one of those fish?
You look into the bucket, and there are a variety of different types of fish. There's trout, there's minnow, there's salmon, there's a piranha, There's minnows. Like, it's a wide variety of different types of fish.
I'm not much of an angler, but that's. Can I see your fishing pole? Your like what you're fishing with?
Hands it
Okay.
over.
Just kind of take a moment to examine it. Can you roll Arcana to see if there's any like anything off about it?
Sure.
It doesn't seem. Oh, there it is.
It's not natural. It's
It's
made.
not.
No.
I mean, it's very clearly not natural.
Oh,
There. It seems like a very ordinary, well-used fishing pole.
It's a stick.
Yeah,
would
like
you-
I mean, there's indents where his hands hold it. It's very smooth in those areas, but other than that, it's a rope on a stick with a hook.
would you humor me for a moment? Let me try something.
Sure.
Oh,
Just don't break my stick.
Never. No. And besides, wouldn't it just get fixed?
So there is that. That is a point too. We'd have to look away though.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. He kind of chants over the fishing hook, casts light on it. Will you throw it into the water now?
You want to throw my fishing pole
No,
into the water?
no. What do you call it? Cast, or I don't know,
Oh,
hurl. Just a hook. Just a hook.
oh,
Cast the spell fishing with the
oh,
rod.
right. Okay, sure. Did you want to try
Yeah,
for
sure.
experimentations?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
probably
I've
not smart
never,
enough to say that word.
I've never tried before, so he just kind of like wildly swings it and tries to. Brand, he doesn't hook himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard. You manage very clumsily to get it into the water, and instantly a fish comes and chomps it. With the
When the
light,
yeah.
yeah, like with the light, you can just see whatever wherever this fish was come from very dark, like deep in where the reeds are, and it's kind of like hidden, and it just zoops out and jumps onto the hook, and just kind of like hangs there, almost like it's given up.
This fish can be in here. Are there any like loose stones nearby?
Sure.
I want to cast light on one and just kind of throw it into the water to kind of illuminate the bottom to see if there's how many fish are down there.
Sure. So you cast light, you chuck it into the water, and it goes quite a ways down. Like, it's a pretty deep river. And you do see a scattering of fish kind of like go away from it. There's a decent amount, not enough to equate to how many fish these people are catching, by any stretch of the imagination.
And with it illuminated like that, I'd like to try to drop the hook in the middle of it to see if I can see where the fish is coming from. Because I want to make sure the fish is just conjured to come up and bite the hook as opposed to being there already.
Okay. Roll a perception check to see if you can determine if it just appears.
I may use lucky on this if it I roll
Sure.
poorly. I use lucky. Let me see. Let's see. Lucky. I'll use that. Try this again. I'm like, hey, yeah, I still haven't asked you your name, so I apologize about that. What is your name?
Oh, my name's Finn.
Finn, will you watch with me? See if you can tell where this fish comes from. I'll give you a gold piece if you see it.
If I see it or if I help you watch? Because
It's
I
both.
think it should be if I help you watch.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, he definitely would help you watch. So let me roll a perception check for him. So he doesn't see it. But right at the edge of the light, there was where whatever it is, like whatever fish kind of pops up, it does seem to just kind of appear. And this one is a minnow, just onto the
When I
hook.
hit it, I'm like, I just throw it back in the water and see where it goes.
The fish?
Yeah.
It swims. No, it just kind of floats there.
Like it's dead?
If you grab it out of the water, it's not dead. But it just doesn't swim away.
Poke it with the pole?
You poke it with the pole, it jumps
Yeah.
on the hook.
I love seeing the scientific process, deductive reasoning. Get him, homie.
I just turned it, and y'all eat these?
Yeah, they're really good.
Oh.
Here, I have some. He rummages around. He has a little carry basket with him. He rummages around and he says, here's some of my breakfast. And it's
No, thank you.
smoked salmon. He picks it off, starts to eat it. It's really good.
No. I have my own food. I appreciate it though. I hand his fishing pole back, but I keep the minnow with me.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can have that.
Thank you. That was very illuminating. And I just kind of wander off back to the inn.
Well, have a good day. If
you
you need
too.
more fish, I can help you out.
Yeah, they just Wait, before I go, can you tell me one thing?
Yep.
This ritual they made y'all do you have to do anything every single morning when y'all
Nope.
get up, or
Well, I mean, we're supposed to pray to the dawn.
what do you say?
That's a good question. Let me think about that for a second.
Okay.
They would probably say something along the lines of, at this dawn, we give ourselves to the, oh man. I'll have to come back on that. I can't figure. I need to.
Yeah, no worries.
He will tell you.
Mostly what he's doing, he's trying to think if there's some kind of incantation to, like, if this is a binding ritual, an incantation to maintain it, or if it's permanent, or it just seems like it's conjuring fish when they need it. Things are being repaired when they're not looking, so he's wondering what's going on. But he does ask, has anyone been disappearing since the main left? Has anyone been randomly disappearing without an explanation?
No. Everybody that wanted to go is gone.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. You have a good day fishing.
Thank you. Have a good day. And it's about when Sev comes, Wimble, you've just had sat down to your meal. He's been gone for a little bit. You're sitting down with your head. The innkeeper brings you a nice big plate of steaming fish with fish butter bread. Can you roll a Constitution saving throw to see how?
I fucking hate fish. Con saving throw?
Yep, you're the one that wanted to be a drunkard.
A nice fish breakfast.
I mean,
Night of hard thinking.
on a normal day, waking up, you wouldn't be doing too bad. But the smell of fish and whatever this butter is first thing in the morning is gag-worthy.
Ugh. Ugh. This is disgusting. Oh, we really need to do something about that. That is not what I want.
Well, we could always go see if we can find you another alligator.
I feel gross. I need to take a little dip in the river and wake up a little bit.
As soon as Seth sits down, sorry.
Arfire, we
That's-
come with me. I think I'm gonna jump in the river, and I don't know if I'm gonna come up.
Oh man, can't you just? Fine. I'm just gonna
I
tie
don't,
a rope around you.
I don't
you
think
could
that's a
have
good idea.
bats. Did you find out something else other than the alligators and giant frogs and the piranhas?
He just plops the fish on the table to see if it moves.
I mean, at this point, it's been out of the water for a while. It's dead.
Oh, well.
What if you put a hook near it? Does it jump on?
That's a good question. Well, these fish are definitely not natural. For one, I think they're being conjured as soon as they cast their line. And when I threw it back in the water, it just kind of floated there. It didn't like a normal fish. So I wouldn't really want to jump in there. I'm a little hesitant to eat it, to be honest with you.
With the piranhas, I really wouldn't either.
Well, that's the funny. The piranha aren't touching them, apparently.
Pippin is going to, upon hearing that the fish are being conjured, apparently, I'm gonna ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay,
Boy.
so... Okay, you want to cast it into the chat, and then just click Don't
course.
Consume Resource.
I got that.
Also, the Finn would have said that they pray by saying, "May the new dawn bring bounty and ease."
There you go.
Yeah, so... Kind of like... You do, like, the whole kind of village has, like, a very subtle undertone of magic. Conjuration, for sure. And what is mending? Is mending transmutation? I think mending is transmutation, right?
I believe so.
I think so.
Jeez,
Yes.
look at me
Right.
go.
It is
I'm
transmutation.
so not good with the schools of magic, but I got it.
So Google's for.
I don't have enough windows. Yeah. So that
Yep, there is a big spell on the whole village. I kind of regret eating that fish for breakfast. I
I
don't
hear
know if
that.
it was
I'm
healthy.
just gonna push my fish away and wander outside. I don't want to smell fish anymore.
Our fire
when
just
you,
keeps
like,
eating.
when you push your fish away, the innkeeper comes out and is like, "Was there something wrong with the cooking?"
No,
Or-
darling, I just not feeling very good and drank that whole bottle of wine last night and stomach's just not setting well.
I understand. Well, if you need, do you want just fresh bread? Help soak up some of the alcohol?
That sounds delicious.
Do you want
Nope, no
regular butter?
Nope, no, just bread. Plain bread.
All right. She goes to the back, cuts off a hunk of bread, brings you a piece of bread. It's really nice and like crusty outside, fluffy inside. Still a little steam coming off.
I will take a few bites and thank you.
That's really good.
I eat his food for him.
Sure. Yeah.
It
Hmm.
hasn't killed them. I doubt it'll kill us.
I still think I want to wander outside
Sure.
and down to like this portion here along the river.
Okay.
If Wimble is going to head towards the river, Magnus will definitely go with him. Because alligators, frogs, and piranha, oh my!
Yeah, I mean, so basically, like, are you going to where the ritual was, or are
Yeah.
you just going to the... Okay. So you make your way to the ritual area. What are you looking for?
I can't. There were markings on the ground, right, where they did the ritual.
Yeah, like there were little bit, and then there was like a symbol of a sun with the 8 stars.
Is that in like chalk or what, or is it like drawn in the dirt?
So it would have been actually carved into the framing of the bridge.
Does anybody have a knife or dagger or sharp instrument?
Are you asking the whole party?
Anybody who's gone outside at this point.
Pippin would have been done with breakfast. So Pippin pulls out 2 knives and go, "Which one do you want to use?"
That one. I just take the one in his left hand. And I just want to scuff up the marking of the symbol. And then he like kind of like try to scratch it out of the stone if I can.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Hey.
Let's go waste
Okay.
waste it when I'm not in combat. That way I'm ready for that natural one.
Well, a couple of things happen. One, you take
Hmm.
Uh-oh. It's a
4
good thing you just leveled
points.
up.
4 points of necrotic damage.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
then I need everyone that's there to make a dexterity saving throw as an eruption of power booms out of this symbol.
Hey!
Oh, boy.
Still
Did
doing
we
the
all
wrong
go?
thing no matter the campaign.
Our fire stayed behind because I had something to add.
Then Seb was probably still in the tower.
Yeah, this is audible throughout the entire village. Everyone hears this.
He does run to check it out, though.
I literally am about to speak to a lady and I hold that thought.
Is it?
As this pulse of like boom erupts, Pippin, you are sent flying 10 feet, and you are going to take 8 points of force damage. Magnus and Wimble, you take half as much damage, so you take 4, and you are not sent flying and knocked prone. Also, I need an initiative. We're gonna go back to that other. I'm so sorry.
God damn it.
Hey, still doing the wrong thing.
So we have Magnus, Pippin, and Wimble are outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd have been stood back just a little bit, but explosion be explosion.
Okay. So, and then we have Arfire and Sev. Woo! I just totally knocked you off the. No!
I have been yeeted.
You have been yeeted. Ah!
into the ether.
Goodbye,
do I
so
end
long, and thank you
concentration
for
on
all
a
the fish.
spell?
If you go to your top right hand corner, there might be a little symbols. You just right click it and click delete or disable, whichever.
I
What
do not.
are you?
Well,
It
I
was
guess you don't
on
have
detect magic.
Effects.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Magnus, did
So-
you take the 4 points of damage or no?
I will just a second.
Okay.
Sorry.
I would have gone flying 10 feet, like here.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
All
That's
right.
crazy. Who put that
Oh,
there?
shit.
oh no.
Oh God, no!
Magnus, or not Magnus, Wimble, you are the closest one to the water, so you can roll me a perception check.
I don't want to do this.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
swimming after this guy again.
That
Um,
might.
Did I roll for initiative yet?
No.
No.
Oh.
They just appear.
Conjured guardians.
They just appear, huh?
They just appear.
Wait, I got a
And where's
7?
my battle music?
I swear I saw it hit an 18. Oh God.
So yeah. Oh,
Help!
Wimble, you rolling bad.
Help!
Not the only one.
It makes sense.
So-
He just took a face full of explosion.
Help!
So Sev and
Well, hang on. I gotta change the scene.
oh yes. While you're doing that, Sev and Arfire, you are currently inside the building, and you hear a boom. So when you get to your turn is when you hear the boom.
Okay.
But oh man, I'm gonna have to go through my settings. So many things to do before you frickin' like when you're changing computers that you don't know about. Magnus, you see these 2 giant crocodiles jump out of the water as after this boom.
Seeing the crocodiles for a second time, I'm going to shoot the one that is nearest Wimble. In a hopeful effort that he doesn't get Lake Placided again. Go over here. Go here.
I start this fight with as much HP as we started this fight at level 1.
Oh no.
That's great. I'm sorry.
You have done this to yourself.
The entire
So with a
Go ahead.
sorry, with a attack roll of 22, I just whip out my blunderbuss and I just apparently blow a huge hole through this thing's head as the crocodile just collapses into the water.
Yeah, it was 3d4, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You rolled
3d4.
really well.
Yeah, that was
2
really happy
4s and
with
a
that
2.
one.
Yeah,
You were ready
Wimble.
for it.
I mean, this is what is. Yeah, Wimble. All of a sudden, you just hear this massive bang as this bolt of like
Actually, this
whatever.
is just a big old fat lead ball.
Yeah, it just comes flying out and slams into this crocodile that just bellies up and starts to float down the river.
Alright. So killing that means I get a moxie point, so I have that to use.
Hippo with Moxie. That's a first.
Yeah! I get moxie! Moxie is a new resource for the gunners. I get it whenever I crit, or the first time on each turn I kill a creature with a challenge rating of 1/2 or greater. And I can also use a bonus action to give myself a point.
Hmm.
And it lets me do special reactions that I can do at the end of other creatures' turns, not just my own, or like during. But yeah.
Yeah, Moxies allow multiple reactions if you use the resource. It's kind of funky.
For those
Yeah.
who just joined us during the raid, he is playing the gunner class from this Kickstarter.
Think that's it for the moment.
Perfect. Arfire, you hear boom.
Immediately, my first thought is fucking Wimble.
Yeah. First you hear an explosion followed by what is clearly a large caliber gun.
Okay. I'm gonna take my full movement to get out of the place.
Okay.
And then dash as a bonus action. Just because it gives me extra HP.
You can dash as a bonus action?
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Nice.
Yes, I can. With Adrenaline Rush,
Nice.
which I get to use. So I get 2 temp HP, but, you know, is all good. So I'm gonna run, seeing that the other guy's fine. I'm gonna go take on the second one. So that's run, dash is a bonus action. Yeah, I guess I get to hit it once. I'm gonna go with the short sword.
Yep,
I'll
19
get these
hits.
fucking things out of there. I'm just gonna go slash its tail for 7 damage.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Pippin, you are prone.
Now, to get unprone.
Half your movement.
Cool. Where do I click that?
I got it. It's good.
Cool. I'm gonna stand up and point at the crocodile here. Its targeting is the
So
T.
hover over it and press T.
T. Cool.
Yep,
Perfect.
there you go.
I'm going to insult it and say, "Your god sends you for us? Ha! This is the second time you'll fail." It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it succeeds?
Says it's failed.
It's a save of 14.
Ooh.
So
It did fail.
It's going to take 5 psychic damage, have disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. It is still alive.
Right.
And then Pippin's going to walk
Run
over
away?
here next to Magnus. Alligators, am I right?
I believe you're right.
The crocodile, in a furious flurry, is going to try and bite down on Arfire with disadvantage. and because of the viciously mocking, it does miss. Sev, you hear boom and our fire disappears.
No, like
Not
What
like
the-
physically. She doesn't poof.
Yeah,
She runs
yeah.
away.
Literally just.
blur.
She goes, "Da-da-da-da-da."
Moving my full 30 feet to get outside. How close would that get me to the shore?
You're pretty
So
close.
yeah,
You'd be within 55 feet of the crocodile, so you'd be in range of anything you have.
All right. Sorceress Blast. Like he just walks out there and says, he's like, he's flabbergasted. There's another freaking crocodile.
yeah, and from your experimentation this morning, there were no crocodiles in this river. None.
Ooh,
12 hits.
wow. That was a little fortunate. Let's make it. We'll hit some psychic damage.
I call that the brain burster.
Hmm.
Oh, nice! It's dead.
Yeah. So, did you say this is psychic damage?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
this is such a weird but awesome cantrip.
Yep. If you roll max damage on the die, it rolls again. It
Yeah.
adds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
up your ability modifier, which is just fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah. So it could be up to 4d8, which is wild.
So
Mhm.
I want a couple of things from you. Describe what this sorcerer's burst looks like because it's new.
Grass.
But also, how does it
Yeah.
affect this 1 hit point monster?
Brain explodes. Like Zev walked out, saw it, saw our fire, freaked out from the last time, and just went overboard.
The ghost.
Just starts... Yep.
The ghost of Steve Irwin hugs this alligator and says, "Crikey!" and its brain explodes.
Yeah, it pops its head off. It flips over on its back and starts to wash itself down. Once it's don't ow! My cat be throwing claws. Sorry. As they start to float, they're about 15, probably about 20 feet away from you, Arfire, as they float down past. And then you just see an eruption of blood as they get eaten. And we are out of combat.
The piranhas.
I would
So
suggest not going for a morning swim.
yeah, those alligators weren't there this morning. Crocodile, whatever they are.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Is my
I believe
dagger
he was-
okay?
Is his dagger okay?
No, it's been melted.
It's perfectly fine. I'll get it back to you at a later date and time. I'm gonna hold on to this.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
Does the symbol still look intact?
It does. Well, no, just a second. Let me roll that. Booty, Wimble, since you're the one that defaced, high or low? High or low, and what do you want it to be?
Low, and I'm shooting for a 7.
Not exactly what I meant. I meant,
Oh.
like, are you...
Good or bad?
Oh, I want it
Like-
deface. I want it the bad, not good.
It is intact.
Damn.
Well, if you try that again, let me stand back first.
What
Same
happened?
here.
Pippin, what
Well-
do you do?
He found that graffiti on the bridge over there and tried to get rid of it. The next thing I knew, I got hit in the face with a shockwave. As our little friend went flying, Wimble nearly got eaten by another crocodile, alligator, whatever the hell they are. And then you two came out. So it seems like it may have some sort of defense mechanism.
You messed with the symbol of a magical sensor, whatever, that's affecting an entire village?
Yep.
Oh.
So wait, did those two things appear after you defaced it?
Yep.
Yes, they were after that mighty explosion. I'd like
Well, that's
to
kind of
walk up to it somewhat cautiously and try to investigate it a bit more.
Right? What are you trying to see about it?
Going to step.
What it? I'm trying to see like is it damaged at all, and if it's the thing that's, well, I mean we know at this point that it's causing the critters to go crazy, but
We don't know
if it's
that.
damaged at all,
That's
I'm gonna
enough.
take a wild stab at it.
So like physical description.
Yeah,
Is what you're
if
looking
it's
for?
damaged, and if there's like some sort of obvious way to remove it.
Okay. Perception or investigation?
I would like to. I think I can use a moxie point to re-roll a. Hold on, what is it? Double check! New stuff! I have to go figure out what it is. When you fail a ability check, you can expend 1 moxie to re-roll it.
Yep.
I'm assuming a 12 would fail it?
Yep.
Cool, since I still have the 1 because it's been under a minute, I'm going to re-roll that.
Pippin, are you hurt?
Which is worse?
I'm hurt, but I'll be fine. I just flew a little.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
lean over and give you
yeah,
a
so
lay on hands
trying to look
later.
this thing over, this is just out of Magnus's wheelhouse.
Yeah, like I mean it's carved into the stone, right? So and he hit it with a dagger trying to like chip at it, and there is no sign that he touched it at all.
And sorry, Fox, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, I need to change.
No, buddy, you're good. Pippin, how much damage did you take? 8. Okay.
8.
I'll give you 8 hit points.
Now, I do have a mace.
I would not suggest trying anything melee. It seems to that explosion seems to be fairly decent. Perhaps we should stand back.
Well, there's something else I want to do while I'm thinking about it. Now, I have a question about the water. Is it like a
Okay.
pretty steep drop off, like they dredged the side of the river to build the bridge here?
Yeah, like it's yeah.
Okay.
And it's a pretty deep river, like so it's probably got a little bit of an incline to give support.
I would like to use one of my free castings of Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to lean down into the river and shove my head underwater to talk to some fish.
Oh God!
Hey, what is he
Okay.
doing?
So you take a deep breath before?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah, I cast the spell, take a deep breath, and then stick my head underwater to talk to some fish.
Okay, so there are a
Magnus-
couple of fish swimming, not very many.
Hello, Mr.
I am right by his shoulder real quick, as like hand on his shoulder, ready to rip him out of the water before his face gets chewed off by the schools of piranha.
Are these like salmon and trout, or what kind of fish? Bass?
Yeah, so there's like a salmon, there's a trout, there's a couple of minnows.
I'm gonna go, hey, Mr. Salmon. I talked to you for a
Like-
minute.
Looks at you like, okay, that's new.
Come up, take a big breath, and then stick my head back underwater. Is there anything unusual in the river? Anything new in like recent days or weeks?
I don't know what a week is, but there was just a crocodile. That was new.
Any strange markings?
In the river? No. No, we just swim around, eat our food, enjoy our life.
Any strange fish?
There's new fish. The piranha, well, he wouldn't know what they are. Those ones there, they're new. He kind of like wiggles over to like a school of piranha, wiggles back.
Are the school of piranha happen to be heading towards Wibble's face?
No,
Good to know.
Interesting. Hey, piranha.
school of piranha look at you and go, What? What do you want?
What
Get
are
out of our river. What do you want?
What are you doing here?
Swimming, eating. What do you want?
Where'd you come from? Take a big
I don't know.
breath and then go back under again.
You're strange. I don't know. They're here.
Do you know where the alligators came from? Crocodiles?
They just came.
Hmm.
They were not there. Now they're there. Now they've floated away. We had a very good snack.
You're welcome.
Nice full bellies. Otherwise, we'd eat your nose.
Okay, well, it's been nice talking to you. I'll pull my head out. Wait, I'm gonna shove my head back underwater real quick and look around. Do I notice anything like arcane or magical or anything under the water?
You can roll an Arcana check if you want.
Meanwhile, Magnus is looking back at everybody like, what the hell is this idiot doing?
18?
So you don't see anything, but it's almost like a hand touches your shoulder and rubs across, and the feeling pulls you towards that symbol, and it's almost like your god is like, this is what's causing it. And you feel a sense of unsureness. She doesn't know what to think of what's going on yet.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Fish. And then I'm gonna pull my head back out
As
of the
you
water.
as your head is coming out, you hear the salmon and the piranha talking to each other, and the salmon's like, I don't know, that was the strangest interaction I've ever had. The piranha's like, yeah, like, why on earth, why would something that ugly put its head in the, like, it just makes no sense. And the salmon's like, yeah, man, like, I was just minding my own business. And then they just chatter onto each other.
Damn. They think I'm ugly. Well,
Getting roasted.
Piranhas
by
go
that
snap.
fish.
I do believe that this symbol is the problem. Now, how to deal
You had
with
to
it,
get a
I do
fish
not
to-
know.
You had to
And
get a fish to tell you that. Did
It's
you?
about this time that, let me get a description, because
Oh boy, yeah.
someone's not happy with you.
I'm going to pull the crazy man away from the water now.
But it's at about this time that a sturdily built mid-40s woman comes marching out. She's wearing a simple dress that has a leather apron over, like a thick, sturdy leather apron over top of it. Graying brown hair tied back in like an efficient braid. Very sharp eyes as she looks at you and goes, now what is the meaning of all of this? Disturbing the peace? Do I need to call the call the watch. I'd have to send for them, but
Well, if your watch can handle crocodiles,
I don't care about crocodiles. What are you doing to cause this ruckus?
I was just trying to get the
Crocodiles.
attention of a beautiful woman such as yourself, and it seems to have worked.
Don't go sweet talking me, young man. This is not okay. That disturbed the children and the babies. Do you not hear the babies crying? And you hear very soft wah in the distance.
I do
I agree
apologize
with
for
you,
that.
ma'am. Can you believe all this? All that noise coming out of nowhere. We were here investigating, trying to see what made all that noise.
Roll a deception check.
First you flirt,
Am
then
I
you
just-
gaslight. That's how you get things done.
We're reaching the man whore mansplain fan style.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, what did you find then? If you didn't cause it,
Now, you have to understand. We aren't from here, so we may not understand everything. But it looks like somebody marked up your bridge, and when we looked at it, it exploded at us. I went flying all the way over there, and Pippin drastically points over there. Now, it's pretty dangerous. Do you happen to know how that symbol got there?
yes. Oh man, now I have to find that dude's name again. I should have just written his name down.
It's a Calendar Brightwood.
Yeah, it was a part of the ritual that Calendar Brightwood made. I didn't particularly want him to carve into the bridge, but he said it was the only way to ensure the blessings happened.
Now, if I were in charge of this village, which I'm not, I'm from Simnasia, so it may be different here. But I would call that watch and tell them that this bridge was defaced, it's causing disturbances of the peace, and attacked us.
But if it hasn't caused anybody any issues, so what did you do to it to cause it to attack you?
I didn't do anything. I was minding my own business, standing here, and it attacked me. What if it was one of the children?
I mean, you've got a point, but all of the children also know not to do anything to it.
Well, do you think?
And she goes over and she rubs it. She goes, "It's never attacked anybody else. Did it just have a personal grudge against you?"
Maybe. I don't.
Does she
speak
happen to have
bridges.
like a ring on or something to scratch it so it pulls up again?
No.
Prove our point. Prove our point.
Actually, let me think about that for a second.
I don't know about you, but when I was a child, I never listened to my parents very much. When they said, "Pippin, don't go do stuff," stuff happens, you know. Now,
I must agree, children.
I'm not
are
saying
not
your
meant to-
children. I'm sure your children are extremely well behaved, very well behaved. But the other people's children, I mean, that lady down the street, her children, they're always making all the ruckus. What if they got hurt? Now, you may not like her, but her children, it's not their fault.
You say a whole lot of nothing in a lot of words, don't you, son?
Of course.
Okay, hold that thought. Anybody else have anything to say? Because he's just running in circles about children. Also, she does not have a ring on.
Damn. Okay.
I was in the tavern and I just ran out when I heard the boom.
Right.
You know, ma'am,
And the
I would
servants.
I would love to discuss many things with you over a nice dinner, candle, maybe a bottle of wine.
You do. I'd be more inclined to have dinner with her, and she points over at our fire, than any of the rest of you.
Hell yeah. I laugh in Wimbo's face.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Why don't you tell me from the beginning what happened to cause the symbol that has never hurt anybody to hurt the Kender?
This particular fella, and by fella I mean Jigglefuck, decided to mess with the carving. They were inspecting it.
Nope.
I figured it went boom.
I was talking to the
We're trying to
fish.
follow. And then he talked to the fish. We're trying to follow the missing people. We've been tracking them for a while.
Well, nobody's tried to deface the symbol, considering it was
Nobody
here to
said the word
benefit us.
deface. Inspect. Yes.
She looks down at like the remnants of a melted dagger, and she looks at you and goes, "I think you're full of shit."
I was just scratching it to see if how well it was carved. That was all.
Well,
Weren't you holding on to that
thank
melted
you.
dagger? Sorry,
Yeah, I don't know. It's somewhere.
He has half of it, the other half
Yeah.
melted.
She looks at you and looks at the carving that has clearly not
Sorry.
been tampered with. Looks at the rest of you and says, "Well, the carving was put there to bless the village, so please don't touch it. Also, it's good to know that it can't be tampered with. And I think you deserved it if you tried to take our blessings away."
Is this the only such symbol? You said it was
Yes.
part of the ritual.
Well, the ritual included chanting and hand waving and some glowing. Jesse.
Anyways, we're so serious.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
It's a good portion of your people left with the that congregation, right?
Yes.
Were they going to before the ritual's done, or did that decision happen after?
Some of them were before. Some of them chose to partake in the ritual to gain like entry to the group to travel with them. Some were just traveling to travel. Some people wanted to join them. Some wanted the benefits of going with them.
It sounded like they took cap your people in order to give you the blessing.
Well, I mean, everybody had their choice. Nobody had to go with them.
You are Mark.
Some
right?
enchantments say otherwise.
Sorry, Airfryer, what did you say?
You are Margaret, yes?
Yes. I am Margaret. I'm the trading post proprietor. I try and maintain the establishment. I'm not really the leader. I just happen to own the trading post.
We're on the trail of people who were taken involuntarily by use of suggestion magics. And I think what my friend here is trying to say is that some of your people might have been unwillingly taken as well. Whether you realize it or not.
I mean, it's possible, I suppose. I was never exposed to anything like that. I came to the ritual. I didn't feel any drawing of, being told I need to go anywhere.
If I were a scammer or a cultist, I'd pick on the vulnerable few. Like somebody's granddaughter. That was looking
Oh,
for adventure. That'd be an interesting person to target.
you mean Old Man Scotty's granddaughter?
Yeah.
I mean, she's old enough to make her own decisions, so we
But is
can't
she?
really stop her. Well, I mean, I have no way of knowing that. I'm not magically gifted or anything like that. All I know is she went willingly. She was looking for the adventures.
Well, we're trying to find these group of people and determine that. Could you help us figure out where they went? Do you know which direction they were headed, perhaps?
They were heading west. Some were gonna go all the way to Somnacia. Some were gonna branch off, to the north to Solestier, I think it is. I'd have to look.
If they're heading to Omnacia, I may need to head that way and speak with some people I know.
No, we should head to the other city first.
You
Which
said
is
the
other
main
city?
group was headed to Somnacia, and then some others went north?
Well, I don't know. They've all gone west to like their next stopping point is Moonrise Crossing, which is the next fork in the river. They're a little bit of a bigger village. They have more people. They built up pretty decently because it's closer to Somnacia. Just past that, one of the main breaks in the road, one goes to Somnacia, one goes to Solestier.
You said you're in charge of the trading post, right? Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Yep.
Do you
Yeah,
have a
it's been in my
wagon?
family for a long time. Do I have a wagon?
For sale. For
Um,
sale.
Well, if you want to buy it, sure. I have like a hand cart. I
I need
might
the
be able to
kind that
scrounge
can.
up. I might be able to scrounge up a wagon. I'd have to send somebody, like I don't have any horses. I could send somebody to go get a horse if you wanted to buy a horse. There's a farm just half a day's out from here that I could send one of the runners bring a horse in.
Is the farm to the west?
No, to the. Let me look at the map. Just to the south.
And how far away is this Moonrise Crossing?
It is about. I have that written down. No, I do. I do have that written down.
No, I believe you.
It's a day and a half.
Day and a half.
Is that a day and a half of walking or a day and a half of riding in a wagon?
Well, a riding in a wagon is gonna be the same amount of time, unless you push the horse to run. You're just not gonna be tired afterwards.
I'd say we ride the wagon through the night. We can push the horse to Moonrise. Can try and beat him. They might take a couple days at Moonrise.
Yeah, well, they left town here like 4 days ago, and they spent 2 days here. So, if you pushed yourself, they're about 4 days ahead of you currently.
Right. Real
So
quick.
if you pushed yourself, you could be like 1 day behind.
How much is it for the wagon and the horse right now?
Well, the cart is 15 gold, and a draft horse is 50 gold. That's if I can procure one for 50 gold. I can give you the cart for the 15 gold, but I'd have to see if the farmer would part with.
Yeah. I don't think it is very wise if we should wait too long for a maybe. I think we're doing just fine traveling on foot. We can see if we can procure a faster means of transportation in this Moonrise, but I believe we need to get there soon. The faster we catch up to them, the faster we get our answers.
I think the cart would help get us there faster. We'd have to sleep less. or
Yes,
we could
but
sleep on
unfortunately,
cart.
the cart is a half a day in the wrong direction. It's a half a day's there, plus however long it takes to get back, if he gets a horse. It's a maybe. It's an unknown. Unless the farmer has some extra horses, I don't see him giving his draft horse up very easily.
Swift gold ain't nothing.
You know what, Magnus? You're right. We will go to the next town over and buy this wagon and horse. I bet it'll even be cheaper there.
I mean, you can try,
Perhaps.
but
We
they
never
they
know,
do have
but-
more. They're a bigger city or a bigger village, so they would have more horses in town.
Of course. All right. I'm ready to go. I want to catch up with these people soon.
Yeah, she
Yes,
clocked
but-
exactly what you were going after.
Of course she did.
She ain't dumb.
So right now we're 4 days behind. If we walk, what would be faster?
So at a regular walking pace, it's a day and a half. You can go at a fast pace, which would, I think. Let me just. I have it bookmarked.
Oh, I can't do
'Cause-
that.
At a fast pace, you would knock off at about a little more than a half a day. Because it only goes from 24 miles to 30 miles. So you'd be able to
Yeah.
make it in a day if you went fast pace.
And a large group of people will probably go slower because they'll have to camp and
Mm-hmm.
so.
But
Yeah.
we're 4 days behind.
Yeah, you're pretty much guaranteed that they're there. Or like they have been there. Yeah.
We should probably get there quickly. And see if we can procure some horses to catch them on the
And-
way to Somnacia.
Yeah, and for fast travel, I forget what's the downside of it.
It can lead to exhaustion.
It's
Oh, come on.
Thought it was
Yeah,
like perception
so-
checks at disadvantage.
Yeah, so disadvantage on perception, survival, and stealth.
I don't think that's too bad to deal with for a day.
Yeah.
If it was a longer traveling time, then that'd be a different matter. But for a day, I think we'll be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah, like
talk-
if you tried to do that without sleeping, you know, like
Yeah,
what I mean?
that'd lead to a bunch of issues with exhaustion and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Nobody
go
wants
ahead.
a tired hippo. Nobody else can carry me.
Well,
So-
The new exhaustion rules are different. It isn't the same as the old one.
no, it's -1 to D20 check, like D20 rolls, I think, right?
It's 2 times exhaustion level, and then you minus that.
2 times.
Mhm.
So at
And each
level
long
1, it's a
rest
-2.
removes- And each long rest removes 1 level of exhaustion at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so much easier than figuring out that other bullshit.
Yep.
well,
Yeah, so at this point, it's probably 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. After all of the shenanigans and back and forth and then conversations.
make
Mhm.
haste. Not waste.
Can we get a map?
Oh,
of the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
region? I ask the lady to buy a map, to unlock map.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. so you guys are at Starfall, and then this here is Moonrise. I just don't have it on this printout. I have made another one with the name of it on it, but that's on my old computer. I'm sorry. I'm just really frustrated.
Oh, you're okay. You went through a lot in the last 2
doing
days.
great. You're doing great.
Hey, but I have the stream open, I have Foundry open, I have video open, and I've got like 5 million tabs open, and my computer is running beautifully. So I'm happy and frustrated at the same time.
Hey, Toaster, thank you.
Empty Toaster says you're doing great, so you know it's right.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so you guys want to go at a fast pace.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
So basically, if you go at a fast pace nonstop, you'd get there around 10 o'clock at night-ish.
I love the night time.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Okay. Oh, man.
I am gonna buy some rations or whatever from the lady just in case. Like, one per person kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. She'll, let's see. Is she going to be a little bit of a hard ass?
I mean, it is me asking, not the other guys.
Yeah, no. She...
This is when we send forth the eye candy of the group, so she can go get things done.
Eye candy.
She'll sell them
Dude.
to you for base cost, like PHP.
5 silver, I think.
Yeah. Also, before you guys leave, Monsieur Kender, can you please give me a roll?
What kind? D100?
Like from the roll table.
Oh, from the roll table? Of course. I need to.
I mean, you were all up in everybody's business.
Yes, I was.
Now, Offire, next time you get an opportunity like that, you should, embrace the locals. Make some memories.
I have a job to do.
I believe I rolled that privately.
Yeah. Did you see it though, right?
Yep, I see it.
All right, you can put that in your inventory on D&D Beyond.
Offire, I'm just saying, you're young and you should get out there. I would want my daughter out there experiencing everything life has to offer at your age.
What makes you think I haven't?
I'm just saying, you had an opportunity there with that trading post lady.
I get plenty of opportunities. I ain't desperate.
It ain't about desperate, it's about embracing it and the freedom.
I embrace the choice to not do that. Thank you.
I do believe some people do not enjoy being the town transportation.
I'm just saying.
That's a hell of a way to put it.
I'm just saying, in my faith, we are encouraged to explore all opportunities that we are given.
Well, seeing as this world doesn't have bicycles, I just want transportation.
I mean, there probably is bicycles. That's a pretty
I don't know.
old thing.
Not all people who worship Marivel are so promiscuous. I used to worship Marivel.
Well, I can tell you as someone who has studied the faith and is an ambassador of it, that it is one of our tenets to explore romance in a variety of situations.
But not in every situation.
A variety.
And this conversation's happening on the road, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So as you start traveling, there's not a whole lot of trees. Like there's like the occasional section of like bush, like tree bush. And every once in a while there is like small paths branching off the main path, which I mean, some of you have traveled long enough that they most likely go to farms or, you know, places that aren't on the main path. Like there might be littler villages around. And it's quite like the farther along you get, it turns into more rolling hills in and around there. And then when you get about halfway there, no, sorry, back that a bit. After you've left the village for about, you're probably 2 hours out, that feeling like as you leave there, you didn't really realize there was this feeling on you, but you start to feel like you can breathe a little bit more easily, that there's like almost like a blanket was on top of you that has been taken off, and now things smell a little bit more fresh and open. And as you're traveling about halfway through the day, and I mean you've been booking it, you guys like take the occasional break, have a little bit to eat, have some water, and then you start booking it again. From the other direction, like the direction you're coming from, you do run across a couple of people. There's like a family of 3, like a mom, a dad, and their young like toddler are traveling from Moonrise Crossing towards the east.
Excuse me. I'll flag them down.
Yeah. What the gentleman comes over and he's like, I don't know if I want to come near you guys. You're a little scary.
Oh, we are a pleasant bunch if you were to get to know us, but I just have a couple quick questions. Are you coming from Moonrise? We're headed that way.
We did pass through there. Yep. We did not stay.
Did you happen to
Obviously.
see any holy folk with iconography of a sun and 8 stars while you were in town?
Yeah, I've seen some of those people. They passed through there a couple of days ago.
And were they on their way to Somnacia?
Yes. Yep. They were on their way, at least in that direction. I didn't stop to talk to them. I wasn't interested.
No, that is fair. That's fine. We are trying to catch up to them. Do you know any place to buy horses in Moonrise?
Well, there's a farm just if you go a little bit farther up. There's a path up to the north. You travel up there for about an hour, and there's a farm there that they breed horses.
Well, that's mighty kind of you. Thank you. Miravel bless
Yeah.
you and guide you on your journey.
Yes, you too. Have fun.
Now can we get horses?
Pass that on to everybody.
Uh-huh.
2 or 3 should be good, right?
Now, I'm running a little light in the pockets.
Brother.
Depending on how much these horses are.
Maybe they have a cart. 1 hour detour. If everyone's okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can. Where did it go?
I added the item. I couldn't figure out how to get it into the bag on Foundry, so I just added it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll.
I don't know how to make it update, but
Yeah, that's okay. It's not important right now. Just to know that you have it. Yeah. Yeah. So you travel a little ways. You find the path. and this, like, you take the path to the north. It's quite windy, and then it opens up into a little bit more of a valley, and you can see what is an equestrian facility. There's a barn, pretty decent, like, not, I mean, they breed horses. They're pretty wealthy people. So it's a nice, beautiful barn. There's a really nice house, large open paddocks with wood fencing, and you see a number of different areas where there are a bunch of different kinds of horses. And yeah, you can make your way. It is run by elves.
Okay.
Make your way. As you enter the property, they're a little bit on the, like, they're a little shorter than most elves and a little stockier. And they come swaggering up. One of the men come up and says, "Travelers, what can I do for you?"
Horse keepers? We'd like to buy some horses. And maybe a wagon too.
All right. What are you looking for? A little pony for you? Couple of riding horses. We'll definitely need to go for a draft horse for the gift. I do have some specifically bred for your race.
That sounds nice, but do you happen to have a wagon that would hold all of us?
Oh, if you want to hold all of you and the gift and pull the wagon, you're gonna need 2 draft horses. Or if you want the gift to walk on his own, then 1 draft horse and a cart would work.
Now, as much as I would appreciate saving the money, I don't think he would appreciate walking. Pippin is very obviously just trying to copy their exact manners. Now,
So,
how much is it for the wagon and 2 draft horses?
well, let's see. He is a shrewd businessman.
Oh boy.
I could try to flirt with him.
Plan B, plan B, plan B.
Got it.
The man Horace, step 2. First we try manipulating.
Oh god, is it plan whore because you just flipped the M upside down? Alright, time to rumble.
No, it's a 3-step process, guys.
I'm
It's
just
like, quick,
doing
flip the
what my
script, flip the
W
script!
for Wumbo.
I'm just doing what my god wants me to do, guys. Jeez.
So,
She wants you to spread them wings.
She does.
if you want a cart I could do for 20 gold pieces. That's fine. 2 draft horses. Oh, let's times that price by 2. Will cost you 187 gold. That includes all of the equipment to attach said horses to the cart. And feed for them that would get you in to the next town.
You know, that's very generous. But do we look like we actually have... Listen, we're a traveling band. We're trying to help some people. There are people missing, and we're trying to catch up with the people who've run away. Surely you've seen them.
No, I haven't. Also, I don't care if you don't have the amount of money. This is what my horses cost.
187 total for everything.
No, dear.
187
That's
for the
horses. Their tack. That's 2 draft horses. The equipment to attach the draft horses to the cart, and feed to get you to the next crossing, the next village.
Yeah, and then it's
15,
an extra 20.
20 gold for the cart.
So a total of 207 at the moment.
Now, we do have the best horses in the area. We sell all over the place. Hence the cost. We sell to Somnacia. We sell to Greenhaven, Vale, Solestier, Aurelian. We supply this whole region.
Of course. And how much would it be for just one horse and its associated equipment?
Still looking at a draft horse?
Yes, to pull said wagon.
93 and a half gold. So 93 gold, 5 silver.
So it's either 207 or it's 103 and a half. And 103 and 5 cents. 113 and 5 cents.
That's just
Just
two
out of
horses. We need more than two.
curiosity, having lived in the city of Somnacia and a time out in an area outside, have I heard of these people? Have I heard of this particular family business?
Roll a history check.
I was gonna ask
wanna-
the same thing.
Roll a history check. Actually, anybody except for no. So you two and Arfire can roll history as well. As I think Sev you wouldn't at all, and Magnus might have been too far.
I wouldn't have really cared about horses.
Yeah. Wimble, looking around, you would see like their ranch name, which I did not make a name for. I'll have to figure that out. You recognize this ranch on an instant. These people are widely known. Their horses are top tier. They have phenomenal training. This is one of the best places to get war horses from, in particular. But they do have like their draft horses go to competitions to prove how good they are at pulling things.
Now, your reputation does precede you, I must admit. Your horses are quite impressive.
Thank you. It's good to know that our reputation is seen by
Do you have
the lowlies.
any other mounts like a mule? That's more in our price range. Maybe a draft horse
mule?
on the lower end. A donkey.
How much
don't-
gold do we have to pull together, all told? I can do 30.
I can
do
buy the cart.
192. If you can buy the cart, I can buy the horses.
I got 3 gold, and I need to hold it. I need liquor
Yeah,
money.
I have a total of 37, but I could do a flat 30 and leave myself at 7.
Now, what if I were to give you the best hour of your life?
Oh no, it's Flambe! It's already here!
Could we,
And when you talk about the best hour of my life, you are implying
exploring all that Miravel's faith has to offer? Oh, throw him a wink.
interesting. Roll me a persuasion check.
Please.
I can dance for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't care about your dancing.
Most people don't.
No.
Uh,
The man whoring has failed me.
Finally, when someone's receptive.
Quick!
Oh,
We need to,
I don't have
we need the Kindred to
inspiration.
dance it's like we need the Kindred to dance during the whole thing for extra. For an extra show.
So, I mean, while you are a good-looking fellow, I appreciate the offer. I would take you up on the offer for fun's sake. However, I cannot reduce the price.
Mhm.
Again, mules. Please tell me you have mules.
No. Why would I breed something that can no longer breed?
Well, donkeys.
Do you see that stallion over there? And he points to this stunningly beautiful black, like pure black with one white blaze, flowing mane, like charging through. That's what we breed. That is our bread and butter right there. And then he points to, and that's like a war horse. And then he points to one of his big drafties that are like ripped with muscle. That's
a
what we
Romanian
breed.
draft horse?
Like a no, he'd probably be more like a cross between like the looks of a Pertron and the chonk of a Belgian,
Huh?
and then multiply that like bigger.
Okay, can I at least persuade you to reduce the price of the carriage, if not the horses?
You can roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
My friends will allow me. I will take you up on that hour of fun, though.
We don't
25.
have time!
Sometimes the tiredness just works. Just the please God.
So, well, suppose I could reduce some of the price if you give him the hour.
Operation
Have at
Man Whore.
I pick him up and I toss him towards the man.
Have at it, good sir.
You can. He will give you the cart for free.
Cool. So it's
Hey.
a flat
Damn.
93 gold and 5 silver. You are worth 20 gold an hour. That's pretty
Well,
decent.
no, you want two horses
Oh,
if
boy.
you're gonna have you able to be pulled too.
Yeah,
it's
but I don't think we
187.
can pull together like almost 200.
We can.
That's 190. That's 190.
We can.
187. I have it.
187.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arfire's already said she has it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've
You're
been
rich.
saving up.
Pippin
I've been
sighs
saving
and
up.
go, I can't take it anymore. He pulls out a pretty big coin pouch and pours out 50 gold and puts the rest away and go, here!
I've been buying you
To
drinks.
who?
Yes, you have. I can't afford drinks.
He takes the 50 gold and the rest
I'll pay up the rest. I'll pay up the rest.
takes the rest. And
See,
then
I can't
he
afford drinks. I have to buy
grabs
horses.
he grabs Wimble by the beard and drags you into the barn. And you proceed to have a really interesting 1 hour.
I pull out all the tricks of the Miravellian faith.
He is well versed.
You can
He
get
is definitely well versed. He's teaching you some tricks.
Ooh.
Also, can I have a con save?
Yep.
Just like, oh my. How does that fit there?
Oh.
It is a good thing
That's a 10.
you guys got a cart because you can barely walk.
I come waddling over straight legged, clearly
Everything has been
exhausted.
used.
I go, whoo, I'm out of practice.
Yeah, the guy comes out, a little bit of a smile on his face. You can come back anytime. I've got a friend that would enjoy some time with you too.
I will be back. I promise.
Very good. In the hour that you've been occupied, somebody else has picked out the 2 horses, the cart, filled it with the feed that you need for them, and hooks them up to the cart. And you are good to go.
Can some of us be shown how to do all that so that way we can do it ourselves if we need to?
Yeah, does anybody have land vehicles
Land vehicles?
proficiencies?
I
No.
don't
No?
know.
I think
Okay.
that's like one of the most uncommon things to actually pick up is
Which-
actual vehicle proficiency.
Which is so dumb. Like, so basically, I'm gonna walk everywhere. Yeah, so whoever wants to learn, roll intelligence checks. So the person that's hooking up would teach like all four of you
Mhm.
to hopefully get you to the point where you're not going to kill the horses.
What's it?
So it's just regular intelligence.
Straight intelligence ability check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
got
someone
a.
a
Oh,
veteran?
nice.
Sorry, Sev.
Mercenary veteran. Someone was a mercenary veteran. They get land vehicles.
No, I don't think anybody was.
I hit a nat 20.
Uh, I mean,
I'm a
it's part of my backstory, but it's not my background.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
All good.
do you want to roll, Sev?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if it was part of my background, that'd be a different matter. Or backstory.
Yeah, I got a -12 because for some reason I'm dead and exhausted.
What?
I don't know
I hate
why.
it when that happens.
It's weird.
A little bit.
Maybe the effect.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have the effects dead and exhausted. I don't know.
So 16. God.
I think maybe I peeked in the barn. Like, oh nope.
That
It
is
was
so
too much
weird.
for the poor Sev
Found
to
a single
handle.
hole through the door and just like looked inside and just like collapsed from a heart attack. Like,
No!
Because that's
quick.
not even the right Magnus on the board.
Damn you, Marivelle!
Yeah. I wasn't quite sure how to fix it, so I've just been doing everything out of my character sheet.
That's okay. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, there's
anywhere that you
Yep.
had a token is the old character.
Yeah,
Um,
I noticed because it said it was the deprecated Magnus Thunderhide.
I think
Yeah.
I would have had a 15, 16.
16, yeah. So between Magnus, Pippin, and Sev, particularly Pippin, is surprisingly good at figuring this stuff out. Probably because you're used to tinkering with your hands, maneuvering things. You know, you need the muscle of Magnus, but you definitely know where all the buckles should be. And they give you a quick rundown on how to steer and all of that. Not enough to be proficient, but enough to not die.
Giddy a posse in that general direction.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
We
So
won't be doing any high-speed chases, but we can at least stay on the road.
well, I mean,
I mean, high-speed chases when you
so
can't drive are the best.
here's what I want you to do
Uh-huh.
as homework for these guys. I
Got
want you to Google or YouTube horse weight pulling competition. I'll find a video. But there's competitions of horses. They hook them up to
Mhm.
a flat of like weights, and the weights are usually like 50 or 60,000 pounds or something crazy like that. And they hook two horses, like two drafts up, and then the drafts have to pull from a standstill. Look them up. They're fucking fantastic. You can go fast.
they are.
You just can't turn.
Yeah, they have one direction: forward.
Yeah. Actually, you know what you should look up too? Chuck races. Look up chuck races. Those are
I
fucking
posted
cool.
the famous video of the Amish drifting.
Post that in general chat.
You
Like
got it.
in instead of just where we can see it. So then all of our good people on the stream that are watching, if you want to see the video, go to our Discord. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Shameless
okay.
plug. Okay.
Hey,
So okay, back to where I was. That's my to-do list. Okay. So you continue on, and you are much more comfortable now. Like, you actually can take turns taking a break. So those of you that are down hit points, if you want to take a short rest between all of you, you can have enough time to short rest. As you get
'Cause- Did we buy
closer
one horse or two?
to,
Okay. Sorry, just checking.
yeah, it's a two horses at once.
Yeah, just checking.
Um, as you get closer, you're probably an hour out from making it back to the main road. Anybody that is proficient in Arcana, can you roll me an Arcana check? Sev, you have advantage.
Does half proficiency count?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. We got our magic hound on the track. Sev, the magic bloodhound.
Yeah. So, Pippin, you wouldn't notice this. Sev, however, you've kind of had this back knowledge of kind of the feeling of the magic that you've been following. And it was very strong. Like, after you went to the mayor's house, you got a really good read on it. You hit the tent campsite. It was very powerful there. In Starfall, it was still pretty powerful. And then the farther you get, the less powerful it gets. And then about an hour out from getting the horses and getting back on the main trail, it's gone. It's very slow degradation of this power, but it's no longer present. And that's kind of where that is. That's just no longer there. As you come upon Moonrise Crossing, the air gets to be a little bit more misty. Those of you that know Somnacia and the surrounding areas, this is normal. This is a very normal experience. This is what is it called? This is Somnacia's Veil, which is a dreamlike haze that drifts around the area. And you guys are coming to the town. It's full dark. There are lit lamps in people's doors. There's street lamps that are lit, but because of this haze, it almost like shifts and moves, and you come upon the town, and it's peaceful, and you feel like, if you look in a different direction, you'll be able to see the illusions that tend to walk through the veil. But you arrive uneventfully, and that's where we're going to end, is coming into the village.
Neat.
With the disappearance of the magic.
All right.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I don't know. I hope you
It
guys
means
had
we
fun.
got here before they did. And
Go ahead.
I didn't have anything to say.
Oh, I love that Manhor Cleric is manhorning it up.
I love that you guys love Old Man Scotty.
Yeah.
I hope to see him again.
Yeah,
Old
I
Man
love that.
Scotty is our tortoise.
yeah,
Fucking Margaret chose me, guys. She chose me.
yep, yeah. Margaret couldn't care less about the little playboy. She wanted the half orc. Half orc?
Lay.
Yep.
Work, half work, I don't know.
Yeah, orc. She likes the buff. She likes the women.
She likes
What
them
can I
big
say?
and strong. She
Yep.
likes her Helga.
For anybody that doesn't know, when you can go back and watch Old Man Scotty, you'd have to go back a ways on the video, but frickin' it's hilarious.
Yeah, Mr. Man.
Nathan, can you do our thing while I line us up
Alrighty.
a read?
Well, if you enjoyed our session as much as we enjoyed playing it, please give us a follow. Down below, you'll find links to our Discord, YouTube, Azrael's TikTok, and Booty's Twitch. Our Discord is free and open to anybody who wants to join. We want to see you there. Come out and hang out with us. Our YouTube, we put up our replays of our sessions, usually 2 days after the session has happened, and we're getting into YouTube Shorts. On Astro's TikTok, he does a lot of D&D themed videos and does a variety of some other stuff as well. They're all pretty great. Go check them out. Booty's Switch, he usually streams a couple times a week, and he's very friendly and interactive with the chat. And he's always a blast to go hang out with. So go check him out. Give him a follow. And I'm currently playtesting the Gunner from the Zaman's Guide to the End of Time. It's a Kickstarter that I believe has 20 some odd days left. 22. I believe it ends May 8th. And they have some freebies out. That's how I am playtesting the Gunner. They also have some subclasses for several of the other main classes. And one of their races out as well. And a couple other things. Go ahead and put a link in the chat. That'll bring you to the Kickstarter. And you'll find us back here at the same time tomorrow for our Rise of the Ever-Chosen campaign. And I believe that's it.
Like Nathan said, tune in Wednesday. We'll see you all then, and until next time, have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.